Say hello, everybody. This is Tyler here at Firestorm Records again tonight, and we're going to continue our review of the Behringer X2442 USB mixing console. And for those of you who haven't seen the intro, I ordered the Behringer from zzsounds.com, and I wanted to go ahead and clarify a few things from the last video. I was in a hurry when I ordered the board, so I just read the main parts of the ad on zzsounds.com's website for the board, and they advertise it as a 24-channel mixing console, and that is not the case. It's not a 24-channel mixing console. At best, it's a 16, and if you use it all mono, then it's only a 12-channel. Behringer advertises it as a 24 input board, and that's true. It's got 24 inputs. But it's not a 24 channel board, so I was severely disappointed when I got the board, and I sent ZZ Sounds an email telling them that they needed to reword that advertisement because it's misleading and it's not fair to the customer. And I could have sent it back, and I started to do so, but I got to using the board and I liked it so much that I decided to go ahead and keep it because it'll fit in between my old Mackie 16 channel board that I've been using and the new 32 channel board that I'm going to order towards the end of the year. And it's actually got some interesting features, and we're fixing to go over those, and I'll position the camera to where y'all can see the board. It's got some interesting features that other boards in its price range does not have. But as y'all can see, I've already got it hooked up. I've been using it here in the studio, and I've got it hooked up to my 8-channel Snake, and then I've got my electronic drum set running to the stereo channel 9 and 10 here. It's got your mic input adjustment on each one of the channels all the way across the board, and that's nice. And as I was saying, it has compressor on each channel 1 through 8. I do wish, however, that they'd have went ahead and added it to the 4 stereo channels over here, but they didn't. And it would have been a real nice feature to have, because even though they're stereo channels, I could have used compressor on my electronic drums where they're actually needed the most. It has low cut filter for the cheaper microphones that don't have it on channels 1 through 12. And as I was saying, that at best it's a 16 channel board. If you use the last 4 here, it's stereo. If you use it mono, then it's a 12 channel board. Of course, it's got your parametric EQ with your low, your frequency, mids, and highs. Got a light here on the compressor so you can see when the compressor kicks in and out. You come down, you've got your 4 auxiliary sends, with one being dedicated to the Onboard Effects. You can use it for other things, and it's got a switch here for to change these two from pre-post or to post, and I like that feature. Of course, then it's got the standard pan left and right, and then a mute here on each channel, which has a light, by the way, which my old Mackie did not. So that comes in real handy when you're doing a live show. And of course, it's got your clip LEDs on each one of your channels here. Like I mentioned in my previous video, a lot of the people are looking at the FX2442 on YouTube, and they're saying, well, I've got the same board, but I can't get the USB. Well, no, it's not the same board. If you've got the USB board, it is not the same board. There's some major differences right off the bat. The FX2442 is a 24 channel board, where this one is not. One of the other differences is this one does not have the individual lights on the channels up here to let you know when you've got your inputs set right. I wished it had that as well, but it doesn't. Of course, it's got your 4 subgroup outs here, which are quite nice, and you can, solo, subgroup 1 or 2, subgroup 3 or 4, and then your mains, or you can do all of them, of course. That comes in handy. You can use your 4 subgroups for many different things. I could see it being used to run 4 different amplifiers at a live venue. Come in quite handy. It does have your built-in effects processor, and I've already tried it out, and I've had the chance to use some other boards that had built-in effects, and I have to say that the effects on this board blow them away. I've had the chance to use a Yamaha board here a while back, and everybody that used that particular model Yamaha did not like the effects on that board. Well, here's the answer to that. It's a better board for less money. This has got some features on the back that the X2442 does not have as well. I'll move the camera around to the back, and then once again, I've already got the board hooked up and using it. This is my 8-channel audio snake, which I have running into my recording console up here. But it has individual outputs on 1 through 8, so you can run it into a DAW or a Porta Studio or something like that for recording. And then the FX2442 does not have the individual outs. This one's got your 4 auxiliary sends, your auxiliary returns, which are stereo left and right. Got your stereo sub outputs. So like I said, I could see where it would come in handy using running 4 amps or something like that. It's also got your XLR main outs, but it also has quarter outs, main outs here, which comes in handy. Right here they are. And then you got quarter main inputs. You got your quarter control room outputs. You got your FX out. You got a foot switch. 48 volt phantom power switch here next to the on-off switch. Your USB port. We've covered the basics. Covered the basics on the board tonight. And in closing, I do want to mention that it is advertised as coming with a massive bundle software. I wouldn't go so far as to say massive. And basically, it's freeware stuff that you can get anywhere. And other than the Audacity program that's included, none of it has it's not self-extracting. It doesn't come with installation software. It's I loaded the CD up, and it was such a pain in the butt that I threw it in the trash CD pile. If you're going to do any serious recording, I highly recommend buying some software. I'll give Behringer kudos for including it, but it was packaged so poorly that I found it to be useless. I haven't worked that hard since I was running Windows 95 and 98, or back when I was running Linux, and I don't intend to work that hard on a computer anymore as far as trying to install something. If it's not self-extracting and self-installing, then I don't need it. One more point on the USB. If you're looking to record like 8 to 16 individual tracks in the computer at the same time, it will not do that. The best you can do on that is mix it down. It goes in as stereo, left and right, or you can overdub one track at a time. It's not near as handy as I thought it would be, but it may be of use to some people that are on a real tight budget, so I won't rule it out. It's actually got quite a bit of headroom. It's a good clean board. If you're on a tight budget, I do recommend buying it, but I think that you need to be aware that it is not a 24-channel board. The USB will not let you import 8 individual tracks at a time into the computer. There's a lot of people that's what they're trying to buy it for, and it will not do that. You can record 8 to 16 tracks, mix it down, and send it in as already mixed, and that kind of defeats the purpose in a way, because you can't do mastering on the individual tracks, and that's mainly what I wanted it for. Anyway, I hope that helps. Look forward to seeing this board in some live shows at live venues, and it's artists here in the studio recording. Check back often. This is by Tally here at Firestorm Records, and y'all have a nice night.